Well, Epson's strategy is to build the world's most advanced printing technology and to spread it across the entire market. You heard Mr. Yoshida talk about it. You saw it in the video where the video showed all the applications for our precision core technology. And this data was created by IDC. In fact, I believe Bob Palmer is with us here in the audience. Bob, you raise your hand. Are you in here? There's Bob right there. This is Bob's chart. I first saw this a few years ago, and we asked for the latest version of it. And what it talks about is the world of printing, and it talks about where Inkjet plays. What we've seen happen is, over time, Inkjet wins. We start on the left. The consumer market, of course, is now dominated by inkjet printers. All right. Wide format, again. So whether you're talking about photo, pre-press proofing, signage, textile, and others, graphics, corporate graphics, dominated by inkjet machines. Production print. This is an interesting area. Well, what we're seeing is every year, more and more of the pages, the square footage of production print is shifting to inkjet-based presses. And soon, we're going to cross over where it's the majority of the volume on inkjet-based machines.
Not a single person was laid off at Epson. They all cut their SG&A, they cut their programs, they reduced every initiative they had. Epson actually invested. We actually took this period, this is why I want to go through this, to invest in the business and get ready when it came back for this day that we knew was coming. They cut, they laid off their people, we invested, we kept our people. Fundamental difference. And the result was our business grew dramatically during the period. A lot of our initiatives today were actually developed during the pandemic. We got very, very good at it. We saw NPS change among our customers. So what we saw pre-pandemic was big, consolidated, central MFPs with trying to take out all the printers around it. During the pandemic, the model flipped. We actually saw people wanting to go in with smaller, consolidated MFPs and pushing a lot of desktops remote. In fact, y'all were so successful at it, we couldn't get enough 5, 7, 9s. You weren't ordering by the dozens or the hundreds. They were going out by the thousands. And it says accused, but I'm going to tell you it is guilty of stealing market share. Convicted. It is guilty of doing that. We didn't have to be honest, we didn't have a supply chain problem on that. We had a demand problem. Your business exploded. So during the pandemic, you told us some other things. We took that to heart and we made some major changes in the last couple of years. You were very blunt. Very, very blunt. We don't like buying our products through distribution. We listen. We now sell our workforce enterprises direct because of your feedback to us. We listen, we execute it. You gave us a lot of feedback. And quite honestly, you told us we weren't doing the best job possible on service in an industry that is service focused. We added people during the pandemic to our service organization to support you. Grew it by 60%. We actually redesigned our whole back office flow. You never saw it in action, but we redesigned our whole back office flow so we could escalate and have accountability when you called in on the phone. We put up a lot of self-service on our portal. We added over 50 videos that you could self-service, go directly, not even have to go through an agent to get the business. We also went remote in our training, and you said that is the best thing ever. And we're actually on our new AM series going to do training remotely for your service technicians so they don't have to spend time out of the office to support you. We took it serious, we listened. Lastly, we built out a group that did not exist at Epson prior to launching this business. But we built out a bid and contracts group, Contracts are so important to this industry. We're now happy to tell you we're finalizing New York State. For our friends out in Massachusetts, we have MHEC, Sourcewell, and national contract that all of you can sell on. TIPS in Texas, and I'm happy to tell you most recently we got added to the CMAS contract in California. And as these come up, one by one, we're ticking these off.
So you can see in all of our new brochures, product videos and whatnot, an entirely new look and feel that clearly and concisely articulates our key differentiators and the value and the benefits to customers. So for example, cutting edge productivity, intuitive user interface, low energy consumption, you name it, across the board. So very clearly and concisely explaining that. But as you can imagine, it starts with education. If you don't understand the product and the technology, you can't sell it. So we are rolling out an entirely new Epson Masters class for your team to educate them on how to sell the new AM series and precision core technology. So it'll go through several categories. The first is market trends and insights to really clue you into what's going on in the industry. Then it'll go into in-depth product details. And then lastly, key applications, how to position and sell the AM series, and most importantly, how to tell the story. Now you saw Keith talk about it this morning. If you've been to our headquarters before and been on the executive briefings, you've seen our management team use the precision core chip to tell the story and really visually demonstrate how this efficient, compact, and precise print chip is far superior than laser technology. So we want to enable you and your teams to tell the story as well. Today, in your gift bag, you're going to receive one of these.